Stojko, Canada. The flag's flying here in Munich. Elvis Stojko. 2 years ago, he was 8th at the World Juniors, but right now 7th going into the long program. One of 4 competitors who could do a quad here tonight, and he told me right before the warm-up, he's going for it.
Well, he said to me that he has absolutely nothing to lose here, and he's going for broke. The quad will be the 3rd jump in the program that he'll attempt.
As you can see from the look on his face when he landed that, he was quite surprised. It just didn't go the way he wanted it to. I think we were looking for a triple axel there, and he just popped it into a huge single. I've ever seen a smile on Elvis's face like this before.
He made one in the warm-up, but it wasn't like that.
At the Canadian Championships, Elvis missed one of his triple axels, and he just slipped one in later in the program, so you might look for that later on.
As we saw with the trouble on that jump, it's going to be interesting to see whether he can maintain his concentration after being so hyped after doing the combination with the quad. And he is going to light this house up when he is finished.
What I like is the program just keeps building and building.
this audience is fully aware of what they've just seen. This performance is probably the best performance of his life by no doubt. And we have seen history here.
Now what we are witnessing, along with a standing ovation, is a rising star. There's the Canadian team. Every member here tonight to cheer on the men. And Elvis Stojko is a name to remember for 92, 94. Doug Lee, the coach, and they're delighted.
Chris, Elvis did make a couple of mistakes out there, but those mistakes are a result of hitting that combination. I mean, there's no one here who wouldn't be just absolutely thrilled after doing that in a world championship like this.
Excellent job.
Here's a look at one of his triple axels into a double toe. And this was a look at the triple axel that he pulled out of the second jump in the program. But he went on to put another one in the program. And here's a look at the quad toe. Look at how low he gets on that landing.
Here are the marks for technical merit, and they are good. 5.4s up to a 5.7 from the finish judge. There were 2 mistakes, but the difficulty of the program clearly taken into consideration.
You can see from the smile on Doug Lee's face that they're just ecstatic about this performance tonight.
There's the second set of marks. He'd hoped for more higher artistic marks, but right now Elvis Stojko of Canada has made some history, and he's in first place. Well, here's Michael Slipchuk from Edmonton and the Royal Glenora Club. He's hoping for a top 7 finish here, right now in 8th place.
Well, Chris, he's skating immediately after Elvis's outstanding performance, and that should be a big motivator for him here tonight. I mean, pardon me, I can't get Elvis out of my mind because of the performance, but Michael opens with an outstanding triple-triple combination.
Triple axel is the next jump plan.
Trouble landing that triple Lutz jump, but Michael seems to be in a nice groove, and I don't think this is going to bother him too much. far. The first triplets gave him trouble. I guess he felt confident enough to go out and try it again, but didn't have any luck executing the second one either. To try and get a nice strong finish in. He popped in that last triple sow, and I think he comes out with quite a nice performance.
Well, I thought he had some really great moments, and then he also had some tough moments, but I think that he'll be pleased with that overall performance.
5-1 from the Bulgarian judge, up to 5-5 from the Hungarian judge. Michael seems happy. Jan Olmark's his coach, along with choreographer Kevin Cottom. Second set of marks are about the same for Michael Slipchuk. And Munich. Next up, Christopher Bowman of the United States. He too has a quad, and we might see it.
Well, we all know that Christopher loves the element of surprise, and who knows, it's not planned in the program, but he might throw one in.
As a matter of fact, last week he said, "I've got a present for you," to his two coaches, Ellen Burka and Toller Cranston, and went out and landed a perfect quad. He currently stands for it.
Christopher nails that nice triple axel, and he's off to a fine start here.
Triple flip, triple toe, and he's on tonight. Who knows what he'll do? Doesn't get great speed going into his jumps. He's very cautious, but he sure gets the height.
Christopher is skating very well here this evening, and I can't help but notice a new subtleness and a new ability to be in touch with his music since he started working with Toller Cranston. Could be it. Oh. That's the third one try tonight when we're 2 out of 3 with Christopher missing that, but a nice attempt nonetheless.
Toller Cranston reincarnated.
Well, it's nice to see someone who's well known in the sport pass something on back into the sport. And I think Christopher is a fine example of that here tonight. For Christopher, an absolutely fabulous performance. His coach and choreographer, Toller Cranston, looks absolutely delighted with the effort, and I think we're seeing someone who may have found a new style, a new look for himself here tonight.
What I really liked about this program is that he fought it until the end. He gave it 100%. You could see him just giving it every ounce of effort he had.
89 silver medalist, 90 bronze medalist, and then he came off the rails until a trip to Toronto. A new coach, Toller Cranston, got him back in 4th place right now, trying to get into the medal picture.
I really think that these artistic marks may be a little bit higher.
And there they are.
I can see that Toller is really wanting to crack a smile, but he's trying his best not to show just how absolutely delighted he is with this performance.
Christopher Bowman looking for a medal. Now let's join Brian Williams with two of our the underdog, and he came from behind to win the long program and the gold against Fadeev of the Soviet Union. Last year, he was second after the short behind Viktor Petrenko, but again he won. And now Kurt Browning of Canada looking for his 3rd consecutive World Championship.
Sure what exactly Kurt is going to try. However, we'll have to wait and find out.
Nicely executed triple axel. However, he went for a triple toe on the back end of it and did touch down with his free leg.
Out of the quad toe. He did a triple, he landed it, it's fine.
so nice to see in these group of men how musically they are in touch with their music and how well they skate to it. Executed triple flip, triple toe loop combination. Triple combinations are what are going to set him above the rest of the crowd. This is nonetheless a very, very strong performance. It's really going to put some pressure on Viktor Petrenko.
Well, I think Viktor is definitely going to have to come out here and skate a very clean performance. I don't think Kurt can lose without that.
He had only one minor mistake, a little touchdown in his free leg. And we can see from the Canadian kids here, they thought it was one of his best efforts also.
Hey, you can see that sea of red here at the Olympia Hall and some emotion from Kurt Browning. Oh, he's cool under pressure. In fact, yesterday he told us this is one of the most relaxed competitions he remembers. And I can't imagine in such a pressure cooker atmosphere, but he said there were no demands on his time. And Michael Uranek, I'm sure, is pleased as well. Kurt Browning's coach. He had that critically acclaimed CBC show on Sunday, Tall in the Saddle. Will he ride out of here with a world championship for the third time?
Well, Chris, they have left a little bit of room at the top of those technical marks, but Petrenko is going to have to be absolutely flawless if he wishes to beat them.
Thanks, Julie.
Second set of marks, 5.8s and 5.9s for Kurt Browning. He is first, and now the heat is on Viktor Petrenko. The challenger is next when we return to Munich. Here he is, Viktor Petrenko of the Soviet Union, skating right behind Kurt Browning. Bronze in '88 when the Bryans fought it out in Calgary. Tonight, he's in the eye of the storm.
Well, Chris, if this isn't pressure, I do not know what is.
beautiful triple axel, triple toe. That was a triple axel. He chose to do the double toe on the end of it, but it was beautiful.
Barb, that shows real confidence to go out there and do your first jump making a triple axel. That is the epitome of confidence.
I don't think Viktor can make one more mistake.
Skating extremely well, Barb, but the one thing that's going to separate him from Kurt is the combinations. All of the jumps that Viktor's are doing is single, standing free all by themselves.
The only criticism of Viktor in the past has been his stamina. He's 1 minute away.
Wow. The fact that he just landed a second triple axel towards the end of the program shows that he's got stamina.
Barb, I don't know if this performance is going to be enough to beat Kurt, but I am certainly impressed by the way he has risen to the challenge that was presented to him this evening. The crowd is once again rising to its feet because we have just seen one more outstanding performance. He is absolutely delighted with his own effort.
Well, both Kurt and Viktor made one small mistake, so it's going to be really interesting to see what the judges do with this.
Well, Barb, I think the critical point is going to be the combinations. Kurt did a couple of beautiful triple combinations that Viktor simply did not execute.
But Paul, it may all come down to the artistic impression as well.
It's a waiting game for Kurt, while Viktor Petrenko receives his standing ovation. What a performance by both these. But Kurt Browning and the Canadians, well, a couple of 5.7s in there. He'll need very high marks for artistic impression. Here's the second set.
There's a perfect
set. 6 from the American judge. Oh, it's going to be close. 5.59s, and there are 5.8s there. Remember, he was the leader after the original program, but it's not enough, and Kurt Browning has beaten Viktor Petrenko, but this isn't over because Peter Barna is yet to skate. Dazzled us with his artistry in the short program, and he is a real crowd favorite throughout Europe.
Well, Chris, Peter may not have the technical difficulty of the 2 performances we've just seen, but he's going to put in a fairly strong performance nonetheless.
Well, he may not have a triple axel in his repertoire, but he has a program that is just incredible.
He opens with an absolutely beautiful triple flip jump. Of the crispness of his line all throughout the program, especially when he lands a jump. Fatigue set in here, and I know that Peter was off earlier in the season, and I think we're beginning to see some of that come into play now. certainly noticed that he tired near the end of this performance. He was currently in third place. Christopher Bowman has already put down an absolutely superb performance. I don't know whether this is going to be enough to keep Peter Barna on the podium tonight.
Well, I'm not sure. He did miss his most difficult combination that he had planned at the beginning, a triple X, triple toe. He didn't complete it. He did a double toe in the end of it, and I just don't think technically it was strong enough.
It's certainly evident by a performance like this that if you're going to be a competitor in the men's event at Worlds and you do not have at least a triple axel in your repertoire, you can't even have a half a hope of standing on
5.7s and then the 3.55s, so this will be close. Barna trying to hold off Bowman for third place because clearly those marks take him out of contention for first. Now the marks for artistic impression, 5.8s for the most part, a couple of 5.6s for Peter Barna of Czechoslovakia, and he will remain ahead of Christopher Bowman of the United States. Here's the American champion, Todd Eldredge, who is in 5th place, and he has a shot at a bronze.
Well, Chris, there's no doubt that any of these top men have a chance of standing on the podium at any given evening.
Combination triple axel, triple toe loop. And that was a beauty.
Followed up by a nice triple loop jump.
It looks like he's going to fight for that bronze.
Strong performance here.
I think he knows that the bronze is on the line, and he's going for it.
off a beautiful double toe, triple toe combination at about the 4:10 point of his long program. And as we watch him wrap this program up, I do not envy the judge's position one little bit in tonight's skating.
Has them on their feet once again. A dazzling night here in Munich. And any discussion about future matchups of young stars like Stojko and Ermanov better have Eldredge in it because he's just 19.
Chris, we have seen an evening of men's skating that I don't think the world has ever seen like before. We saw 2 quads in this competition, and the last 6 or 7 men skated programs that 10 years from now would be absolutely unthinkable.
A Bavarian hat for an American champion. Quite a story involving Todd Eldredge. The people of South Chatham, Massachusetts rallied behind him to help him finance his skating career. They have a lot of fundraisers to raise about $30,000 a year to help him skate. His dad's a fisherman in the Cape Cod area.
Well, I think when they see this performance, they're going to be proud of every penny they spent on him.
There's a look at one of his triple axels. Straight up into the triple toe loop.
Remember, Eldredge was 5th. Crowd not happy with the first set of marks that are now being announced. There's the range, 5.9 from the American judge, 5.6s from Bulgaria and Germany, trying to move up 2 places to a bronze medal. Now the second set. The crowd's still not happy, but this will be close. This is going to be very close as Eldredge vies for bronze. And he has done it. Eldredge, despite the boos and dissatisfaction from the crowd, has jumped ahead of Bowman, jumped ahead of Barna, and that performance has him in bronze medal position. On a night perhaps unparalleled in men's skating history, Kurt Browning stands a cut above. The kid from Caroline has three-peated, and just one more accomplishment left. A gold medal in Albertville. Listen to the crowd.
He didn't, Chris. The first is always very special, but I think I have to agree with Kurt, as he said in the interview. Out comes Petrenko, that the real special moment was last year at home in front of the Canadian fans. But let me ask Paul and Barb, as again Petrenko, the silver medalist, comes out. Browning was a bit down. It was almost like he was relieved to get this over with.
Well, Brian, I think any time you come in as a defending world champion, you have got a lot of weight on your shoulders. And with him going out there tonight and doing that performance, no doubt he's relieved.
Well, a great champion is always pushed by great challengers, and Viktor Petrenko did that. And here comes the American champion, bronze medalist Todd Eldredge. And to skate from 5th to 3rd is quite an accomplishment.
The fact that we have 3 national champions standing on the podium just sets up Albertville like you wouldn't believe.
And CBC will be there to bring you all of the excitement. We had a battle of Bryans in '88, but this could be a 3, 4, maybe 5-man battle in Albertville.
Each year the medals are awarded by
Compulsory.